Hey Toy fans, D21 Beast Rob here, back with another Ghostbusters Select for you guys here today. And today we're looking at the man who's accountant by day, keymaster by night. We've got Louis Tully, a character who is portrayed by actor Rick Moranis in the film Ghostbusters. This is the third and final figure in the wave of Ghostbusters Select figures that I've looked at so far. And this is actually the comic store exclusive version of this figure. There's actually another version of this figure packaged exclusively at Toys R Us in a smaller blister bubble that does not include that diorama piece. So make sure when you're ordering online, you know which one you're picking. Now so far in this figure line I haven't been as in love with the Ghostbusters as I'd hoped I'd be, but now we're getting sort of a civilian character, albeit possessed, so I'm really curious to see what makes him different and see if he sticks out ahead of the Ghostbusters in this line. But before we get to that, let's take a quick look at that packaging. We do have that massive blister bubble packaging that we've seen from Select figures in the past. Inside you can clearly see we have the figure and his diorama piece included, the name for the figure at the bottom, and then the name for the Ghostbusters film off here to the left. As we rotate this package around, we've got another image of Louis Tully straight out of the movie Ghostbusters with that famous No Ghost logo beneath him. And on the back of the packaging, we've got a long bio for this figure, with an image of the figure off to the right, and below that you do have a lineup of the other figures available in this wave. I've already done video reviews for both Ray and Winston, and if you'd like to check them out, definitely hit up the links below this video. Alright, Spook fans, well that's the packaging. Let's say we get this terror dog in human clothing out of the box and see what he's all about. Alright, Toy fans, so here we have Louis out of the box, and honestly, I don't know that I have a lot to say about this figure. And I hate to say it, but I feel like there's not a lot he's really offering. The figure does have the general look of Louis from the movie, but if you take a look at that head sculpt, there is some Rick Moranis in there, but I don't feel like they really nailed the face perfectly. You'll notice he has the red eyes, so this is definitely Louis once he's been possessed by the demon Vince Clortho. He has glasses that are non-removable, and he's got that wild hair that he had towards the end of the movie. As we come down the figure, you're going to see that he does have a blue shirt over a yellow shirt. The back of it's really just wrinkles sculpted into the figure, that same blue shirt. It's worth noting that this shirt is actually not screen accurate. There were silver stripes coming down this shirt. I just watched the movie recently because the Ghostbusters trailer came out today. And yeah, I'm noticing now that the silver striping is definitely missing from this figure. As we come down, then we have just some, general sort of grayish brown pants. And then we have some shoes sculpted here, and they've actually applied paint to the laces, which is nice. But really, that's what the figure is. He's got a head that'll rotate left and right, and as you see, these glasses are not falling off. It doesn't really look up at all, which is a bit of a disappointment. Looks down just a little bit. Full rotation here at the shoulder. He's actually got arm swivel here at the upper bicep. Single jointed elbow that bends in and out that far. There's no rotation at the elbow like we saw in the Ghostbusters. You're getting that from the bicep swivel. Full rotation here at the hands, and then the hands will bend back that far and down that far. No interchangeable hands with this figure. He does appear to have some sort of torso joint in there, but I can't really tell if it's a waist or if it's an ab. His shirt is actually kind of a separate, softer piece of plastic that hangs over the actual mid-torso articulation for the figure. His leg will go forward pretty far. It'll go back to about standing position. Off from the body pretty far. There's an upper thigh swivel. There is a double jointed knee. There's also a foot that'll bend forward. It's a bit hindered by the pants, but forward that far. Back only about that far. There is actually a bit of ankle pivot there, but it's a little stiff on this figure, but it is there. And that's essentially Louis in a nutshell. No accessories with this figure. Would have been nice maybe if he had an interchangeable regular Louis head, or perhaps a jar of popcorn, or even that brain scan helmet that he was wearing partway through the movie. But this is the whole figure. Well, that and the diorama piece, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Louis is actually coming with another piece of that rooftop display, just like we saw with Winston and Ray. This is the exact same piece that Ray comes with, only the mirror image of it. Once you assemble all these diorama pieces together, you'll have the entire rooftop display from the end of the first film, which is pretty exciting if you collect every figure in the wave. But based on what I've seen so far with these figures, I'm not sure that I will be. Now, Louis does have peg holes in his feet, but there's no peg sticking up on this display base, and you can just kind of stand him really wherever you want. Height-wise, we can see that Louis Tully does come in right around 6.5 inches tall. For some size comparison, here he is compared to Ray and Winston from this same line. And finally, here he is compared to the 6-inch scale Marvel Legends Infinite Series Wolverine.
Hey, bub.
Oh, hello, hey.
Big fan here. Loved your work on SETV. What the?
Who turned out the lights?
Hey, relax, would you, bub? It's probably just a power surge. Haha, you see? All better now.
Oh, the day of reckoning's upon us, eh? Gozer returns! Oh, and April 15th, call me if you want a great deal on your tax return. We need to run for our lives! Ah!
You probably shouldn't actually call him.
Alright, Toy fans, well that's my review of the Diamond Select Louis Tully figure, part of Series 1 of the Ghostbusters Select figures, released in 2016. Overall, I've got to be honest, I'm a bit indifferent to this figure. I don't love it, I don't hate it. It just is another figure in the line. I personally don't think it's the definitive version of Louis Tully from Ghostbusters, which is a bit disappointing. I feel like there's more that Diamond could have done with the figure, both with accessories and even just making sure that the clothes for the figure were screen accurate. Really, unless you're a diehard and you want to finish that rooftop display, I've got to say you want to go ahead and give this figure a pass. Well, that's my review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Man, I really feel like I've been harsher on this wave than I ever wanted to be back when I pre-ordered it. If you guys have been sticking with me and feeling my pain through all of these Ghostbusters Select reviews, go ahead and give me a like and help me feel a little bit better about this endeavor. Also, be sure to share this video with anyone you know who might be considering picking up this figure. If you guys want more from me, you can always keep up with me at D21Beast on Twitter and Instagram. And for your next figure review, you know who to call.